My dad's birthday is today, and to celebrate, we're going to talk about one of his all-time favorite players, Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken in 1983 had an incredible season. He led the league in games played, at-bats, runs scored, hits, and doubles en route to making his first All-Star team, winning his first career MVP, and winning the Silver Slugger for American League shortstops. To put the cherry on top, the Orioles would take home not only the American League pennant, but would go on to beat the Phillies to win the World Series. Cal Ripken, if he wasn't already after a Rookie of the Year finish the year prior, was an established stud at the major league level. His effectiveness on both sides of the ball is what contributed to his 95.9 career WAR according to Baseball Reference, which ranks him third all-time behind Honus Wagner and A-Rod. However, you can make the argument that A-Rod does not qualify as his career was split between shortstop and third base. No matter the true ranking, Cal Ripken is a top 3 shortstop all time, and there really isn't a debate. Following his MVP finish, Ripken would look to build off his 1983 season. It was a high bar he set for himself, but the future Hall of Famer had not yet reached his ceiling. In 1984, Cal Ripken tallied 195 hits, 27 homers, drove in 86, batted .304 to pair with an .884 OPS and a .146 OPS+. Cal Ripken was in his third year of his Ironman streak, so naturally he played in all 162 games. Ripken would win the Silver Slugger for the second straight season, and according to Baseball Reference, posted a 10 WAR on the dot. This led the league by a wide margin. Ryne Sandberg was 1.4 WAR behind him, and won the National League MVP. Even when you break up his WAR value between offense and defense, he leads the league in both of those categories as well.
Wow.
Surprisingly, he did not win a Gold Glove for his incredible fielding metrics. So, if Ripken had the highest WAR of any player in baseball, surely he won the American League MVP, right? Oh no, it was quite the contrary. Not only did Cal Ripken not win the MVP, he finished 27th in voting. Now, of course, WAR did not exist at the time this season took place. However, there is no way to justify Willie Hernandez, who was a reliever mind you, deserved to win MVP. He only saved 32 games, which didn't even lead the league. Dan Quisenberry, with 44, was the actual leader, and he finished third in MVP.
Bruh.
In the top 5 of MVP voting, there were 2 relievers. In my book, I don't think relievers deserve to win the MVP. But hey, I'm not judging. I just think that the MVP voters might have been out too late the evening prior to this vote, and may or may not have had their best judgment, shall we say. While I am being facetious, I do realize that the voters back then were obsessed with who won the World Series, even though they were voting on a regular season award. Willie Hernandez was a member of the Tigers in 1984, and that was the year they won the World Series. How about Cal Ripken and the Orioles? Yeah, they failed to make the postseason. It makes a lot more sense now. The Orioles' success held Ripken back in MVP voting. If he had put together a 10-WAR season today, he would automatically finish top 3 in MVP. Along with missing the postseason, Ripken did not lead in any Triple Crown categories, which includes home runs, RBIs, and batting average. Those stats continue to be heavily weighted to this day, although there have been exceptions to this rule in recent memory. Bryce Harper in 2021 won MVP and did not lead in any Triple Crown categories. However, he led in slugging and OPS. Mike Trout surprisingly has never led the league in home runs and has led in RBIs just once. He's never won a batting title, yet has 3 career MVPs. Now obviously Mike Trout is one of the greatest to ever play the game of baseball. It just so happens that he never led the league in any of those categories. The bottom line is that there isn't one surefire definition of what an MVP is. Cal Ripken in 1984 had a season that wasn't celebrated, so I'm glad that today we were able to shine some light on an otherwise forgotten season. He may not have deserved to win the MVP, but he certainly should not have finished 27th. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.